Hey team, this is Ripper here. Hope you guys are doing great. Get a fun and awesome topic about the Thunderer, which I believe is, as the title of the video says, why is it so toxic? And maybe this video might demonstrate why, and hopefully it comes up with some maybe thoughts and considerations and brings up a great discussion point. So, hey guys, appreciate all the support. We hit our 300 goal mark. We're on our way to 400 subscribers. Like, subscribe, bell button if you like the videos, if you like to comment, if you like to be part of the community, just want to just have fun, share thoughts, and just have a good time all around. Again, appreciate all the support and growing the channel, growing the community as well. So, the Thunderer, as you can see in the front of us right here, honestly, it doesn't really matter about the build. You can build it any way you want. It's a build in itself that is automatically just, I would say, powerful. I mean, you could build for concealment, you can build for non-concealment, you could put your whatever commander you like in it. Honestly, it doesn't matter because it's really about the guns and the maneuverability and the concealment. If you really want to, you could build this thing down to what I've done is maybe, I think it's about 12 point something. I mean, that is insane for a battleship. I mean, 12 concealment is kind of like cruiser-like. So you can consider this as a heavily armored cruiser, but they just call it a battleship. And it brings the thunder, as you can see right now. And you're going to see basically what I'm talking about is the accuracy on this. And I think this has been a controversy for a long, long time of just people saying, man, this thing is toxic because of this reason right here. The HE shells are accurate. The HE shells will penetrate almost anything. I mean, no armor is going to be able to stop the ability of the HE to penetrate and do some damage. And it's pretty incredible. Now, I won't say all armor. Maybe there's probably some armor out there I'm not aware of that can deflect these things. But I mean, like I said, just anything we shoot at just seems to burn. And there's a little bit of airstrike happenage going on there from the Goodloo, whatever. Des Moines, there it is, 8,000, 3,000, so 11,600 damage with the fire going on. And that's just pure accuracy on a nose in Des Moines. And Des Moines doesn't have much armor anyways, so it doesn't. This is just shooting like basically at a club and seals, if you want to call it, shooting at defenseless, helpless little critters. The Des Moines is literally nothing. The Thunderer just eats it for lunch. And boom, 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 boom. Another fire. I mean, if he had just damage con and tried to put something out or healed, it doesn't matter. Another salvo of HE madness is coming on you. Dang, we just took a massive hit from the Kremlin right there. So Thunder is not like great at brawling, but it's good at just launching shells at long range. It's pretty much like I said, this is designed exactly what real battleships are for, a mobile artillery platform. And there, we started another fire right there. And the Des Moines is probably cursing the living daylights out of us right now. The maneuverability on the ship is pretty incredible. It's pretty good for me. I like it. And also, it has a nice enough feel. Boom! Out of the game. Send the Des Moines home. So the Thunderer is kind of like, in my mind, if you don't want to grind to conquer, if this is on the tech tree, man, we are taking some massive hits right there. You notice right there, this is not a great ship. It's a squishy ship not for brawling or anything like that, but like I said, it's more of just hanging out in the back and being a medium range artillery support platform. The other tech tree comparable to this is the Conqueror, which is the tier 10 tech tree version of the British, I guess you could say, HE spamming battleship here, where instead it has 12 guns that allow you to lob tons of shells, but it's more of a shotgun blast, as opposed to the Thunder is more of like a sniper, where it can launch HE shells very accurately anywhere you need to be on the battlefield. I mean, the range on these things is 21.5 kilometers if you build for it right there. If you build, you can go longer range. You can go even pretty deep right as well. But for what this is designed for, which is fast reloading guns, mobile platform artillery, and just being able to move about the battlefield at will, is pretty much the build I have right here. And you see, it's pretty hard to hit this thing, especially when you angle and the concealment kicks in right there, and now I've disappeared. So it's a very stealthy, long-range kind of sniper for HE spamming. A couple other things, the AA, it's got defensive A on it, which is whatever, questionable. I mean, AA these days is pretty much lacking, if you will. But I'm having a great time right here, just sitting in the back, on with the shells, burning things to death, burning the world to the ground, and that was a pretty cool airstrike right there. So now we're just going to farm the Yamato, which is basically a massive sponge for HE. So we're going to launch some right there. It's right there. Like, again, these HE shells penetrate all types of armor. Boom, boom, boom. There it is, 4,700 damage. Even one shell hits, 47, yay. We take another angled shot right there from the Kremlin. The Kremlin does not like us. And again, if you pick the Thunder on the battlefield, people are going to target you like it's their business, because nobody likes the Thunder. Everybody wants to get it off the battlefield. Just like if you were on a HE spamming Smolensk or a Colbert, people just single you out and lob shells like it's your job. So you're basically I would say a catcher of all HE or AP damage, because people just don't want you on the battlefield. They hate you with a passion. So as you notice, look at the play style we're doing right now. We're just kiting away in the middle just south of all the cap points, and we're just lobbing shells from a distance. And there we go. Start another fire. 10,800 damage. That is incredible. For the distance we lobbed them at, the accuracy we got out of that, the RNG just blesses. And look, our guns are reloaded again, ready to fire, and we are burning somebody down right now, which is the Yamato. Even if he damage cons, we have another salvo ready to fire again, and another shot to the Kremlin. And we go dark again. They have nobody spotting for them, especially with only one DD left in the game. And we lost our DD as well. We only have one DD in our side of the house here. So looking at the map right now, we are up ahead on points, 113 minutes left in the game. The Charlie Cap is being overwhelmed on the eastern flank, so we're going to have to work our way towards that way to bring in support. Lobbing a final salvo over there to the Yamato. Ooh, what was that? Goodness gracious, must have been a lot of drag on thing. It looks like it was pretty much a, what's the basketball term I used to use back in the day? A air ball, if you will. Yep, I'll call them air balls now. If you hit nothing but ocean, that's an air ball. So air ball on my part, my bad. Poor aiming there, and we are now going to see if we can push back towards the middle here, and we have a Gearing and a GK pushing in. So we're going to go ahead and help support. I think this Worcester is just asking for trouble. The Gutenlau is trying to push the Worcester on the left side here, on the left flank, and we are still firing at the Yamato. Oh, look at that, another airball shot. Don't know where those were going. RNG was not helping us out at all. So again, my thoughts on the Thunderer. How do you get it? I believe they removed it, but again, up and coming. I think another controversy is the up and coming, the Christmas crates, if you will, they're coming. I think it's dropping in the next update here, coming for the New Year's and Snowflake events that is coming up. The update. Hey, update coming up soon, guys. The next 2 days here. Set your clocks for that. But the Christmas crates that are coming will allow you to get a lot of ships that were taken out from the game a while back. Now, granted, they are not free. And they did release the drop rates, if you will, for regular, medium, and I would say mega containers. The mega standard containers are probably the best bet to get the best odds to get these ships, but you're going to have to spend a pretty penny, and guess what? The Thunderer is part of that package. Again, very rare to get. The list is pretty incredibly long. The ability and the odds of you getting this ship in those crates is incredibly low. I believe the mega container said it was probably like maybe 1%. Maybe 0.6%, I'm not sure. It's something ridiculously low. You have better odds of getting struck by lightning than getting a Thunder in a crate, but hey, have at it. Let me know if somebody does get it. The ship that I really want is the Venom, the destroyer that just is basically a machine gun of torpedoes, but again, odds of you getting it and the amount of money you're gonna have to spend, I would recommend not doing that, because unless I need to see people do it and test it out to see, and I'm not willing to spend money to test that thing out, but it is incredible. About how many ships they have on the list, all the way from tier 5 or 6, I believe, all the way up to tier 10. That's a long list of ships they took out from those ranges, and some that are still in the, I would say, the armory or are for money. But they are bringing it back, so I'm just letting you know, if you haven't gotten a Thunder, there is a slim chance of getting it again, potentially, just so you know, FYI. Moving into the alpha zone, now back in the day, would I recommend getting a ship? Absolutely. Thunderer, somebody told me you got to get it. You got to get Thunderer. It's a must-have before they remove it. Back in the day, it was just for coal, so as soon as you rack up enough coal, you can get it, and that's how you got the ship. Coming out, we got the Kremlin out of the game. That was our nemesis right there. And now we can start pushing in and no threat of being shot at. So GK is probably our next victim right here. Long range spamming, here we go. He's at 14.8K. We're going to go ahead and lead him just a little bit with a 9-second travel time. And yep, he's down to 9,000. This salvo right here might be the lights out shot, if you will. And let's see if we can send him back to port. And boom! Look at that. And we activate the consumable for our captain, Cunningham. And oh my goodness, here comes the Wooster, the guy that we were going to basically hunt down, and he's going, oh my gosh, the Thunderer is coming right around the corner. These shells should literally just do full pins right here, boom, boom, boom. Look at that, just melting his side armor. Potentially even could Citadel with this. I've Citadel a Minotaur with the Thunderer. It's pretty hilarious to watch because the HE shells can penetrate so much armor at such a close range. It's almost laughable. Wooster takes the final hit right here, and we are going to go lights out shot. Boom, out of the game, back to port, and moving on to the next victim. We got to be careful right there. We got it down. We got our Thunderer down to 8,000, but with a nice good old heals right there on the British side. Now, if I had a Conqueror, I could really reprint the ship. I literally could have a crew come out and rebuild a new section of the ship for me, which is hilarious. How that would ever happen in real life, I'd be just something out of a freak of nature. But to be able to print a brand new ship in the middle of a game is almost laughable and scary. But the Thunderer has a decent enough heal that allows you to do some kind of healing. And you notice I've been staying in the game, and I still got 2 more heals left. That's why this thing is so toxic and so difficult to kill on the battlefield. Salem is like another miniature Des Moines. Difference is the shortness of the radar, but essentially is identical to the Des Moines. But watch this. The shells literally go boom like butter, and he's out of the game. Have a nice trip back to port. And we are now up to 3 kills in the game. 719 points with about 8 minutes left in the game, 119,000 damage, and we are sailing, almost dying, but guess what? This is a zombie of a ship. Pretty much this is a zombie ship. I mean, I'm literally holding this ship together with duct tape and glue, and the back guy in the aft section is holding the rest of the ship together with his bubble gum. I mean, we are literally falling apart here, ladies and gentlemen, but guess what? Here comes another heal. Talk about zombie mode. This is incredible. So 4 kills actually in the game, 119,000 damage. I think that's the last kill for us in the game. But yeah, I won't bore you guys with any more commentary. This is pretty much the last of the video. We're just trying to try to flank, I believe that's the Zao. Yeah, we'll flank the Zao and the Gearing, and the Thunderer is left, and the Thunderer is going to get blapped as well. But anyways, guys, hope you liked the video. This chip, honestly, I can see why it is super toxic. The skill level required to play this ship is pretty low. This is just pointy clicky and hope the shells hitty on the ships, and that's pretty much the name of the game for this ship. And it's fun. I mean, it's fun to see things burn down. Yay, whoop-de-doo. I mean, this is pretty much a lighter, a fire starter, igniter, lighter, whatever you want to call it. It's just doing this to all the ships in the game. I mean, ships hate fire, and that's what they are, floating barges of rubble because of this ship. There you go, another fire starter with 9,000 damage. I mean, this is just an HP money-making ship, and it really just does some serious, annoying damage. But let me know your thoughts about it. Again, it has been removed from the armory, but it is also, again, coming soon to the Santa crates as well if you want to try your luck at gambling and trying to get it. But would I recommend the ship? Absolutely. It's fun, it's toxic, but hey, that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Like, subscribe, appreciate all the support on our way to 400 subscribers. And thanks again for all the views, the comments, the fun, the community. And again, until next time, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Be safe. Cheers.
That was a great battle. Bye, Thunder. Much obliged. in sight.